سلام علیکم قوتابیانی عزیز چۆنن ئەحواڵتان خۆشحاڵم بە دیدارتان شاد بوومەوە بۆ ئەم ڕۆژ ئینشاءالله دەست دەکەم بە تەواوکردنی بابەتی نیوترالایزیشن چاپتەری دوم تەواو دەکەین ئەوڕۆ بۆ هیوایەم کەوا ورەتان بەرزبی و سار نەبووبنەوە لە خوێندنی لەگەڵمان بن هەروەکو پێم وتن هەوڵدەن ئەو ڤیدیۆیانە بەکاربینین لەگەڵ مەلزەمەکەم ئینشاءالله زۆر باش دەبن دڵنیابن لە بۆ کاتی دەوامی ئینشاءالله then you will see the outcome of course so let's begin. Neutralization reaction. I think you have enough idea about the neutralization reaction. Mainly, I've mentioned it. This kind of reaction in two different places with the properties of the acids and the bases, and in one place the arenas acid base. Okay, I say there is no neutralization according to the Arenas theory, and again for the fourth time I have mentioned this kind of reaction with the Bronsted-Lowry definition. If you remember, I said it's okay to have a neutralization reaction with the Bronsted-Lowry definition. So today we're gonna dive into the neutralization reaction. Stay focused. Okay, let's learn this kind of wonderful reaction together. Okay, what is the neutralization reaction? As you know, neutralization reaction, it's the reaction between the acid, it's a reaction between acid and base to form salt and the water of course. Okay, so this is the neutralization reaction, acid plus base to form salt and water. Well, let me give you a very nice idea about the neutralization reaction. Look at this, my dear. As I said, neutralization reaction, Okay. Such a wonderful handwriting. Okay. The reaction of the neutralization is the acid plus base to form salt and the water always. We will get water molecules here. Why do we call this reaction as neutralization reaction? Because acid is provided H3O and the base is provided OH. Together they neutralize each other to form two water molecules. This is the neutralization reaction. Why? Because it contains neutralization. This is neutralization alone. ما مستعسلوی باید الان neutralization reaction چون something like neutralization there. Okay, it has something like neutralization. Okay, this is a neutralization reaction because it contains neutralization. Good. So what is the neutralization? Hydronium plus hydroxide to form two water molecules. These are ions, so they must be AQ, and water molecule is a liquid state. Okay. Let's keep going. By the way, hopefully you have some idea about the salt. Okay, what is the salt? Salt is an ionic compound that composed of ionic assembly of the cation and anion. Ionic assembly, it means the ionic bond. Okay, so this is your left side is the cation always, and your right side is the anion. Between them there must be an ionic bond, which is also called ionic assembly or attraction of the ions or ionic attraction. All of these names are correct for the ionic bond. Look at this. Ionic assembly or ionic attraction or attraction of the ions. All of them, they stand for the ionic bond. So salt contains of cation and the anion or anion. Okay, cation, anion. Cation and anion. Good. Example, NaCl. So from now on you should know the source of anion is the acid. The source of cation is the base. Not always. I'm going to talk about a type of salt that has been produced from the neutralization reaction. So the cation, it came from the base, and the anion, it came from the acid. Okay, Mister, this is the cation. You said cation, it came from the base. Okay, so Look at this. Charge of Na is plus 1, so add 1 OH. If it's plus 2, add 2 OH groups. Will be NaOH. At Cl, the charge of Cl is negative 1. Okay, negative 1, it means 1 hydrogen has been removed. Or if it's negative 2, add 2 hydrogens. If it's negative 3, add 3 hydrogens. So this one will be HCl. So this kind of salt can be obtained in the reaction between the sodium hydrochloride and the hydrochloride base and hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid. Okay, another example, KBr. Okay, charge of K is plus 1, so add 1 OH will become KOH. Br is negative 1, add 1 H to form the original substance, which is H. This is Br, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not familiar. So KOH plus HBr has been used to form this salt. Another example, Na2SO4. Look at this, my dear. Na is plus 1, so the base will be NaOH, but SO4 is negative 2. That means we have removed 2 hydrogens. So return back the 2 hydrogens. H2SO4. Great. These 2 substances are used in the formation of this kind of salt. The last example, Ba3 PO4 by 2. Good? Ba is plus 2, so add 2 OH groups. BaOH by 2. And PO4 is negative 3. Add 3 hydrogens. H3PO4. Keep going. A neutralization reaction is a reaction when acid and base react to form salt and water. Good. For now, we have no idea about this. Okay, this is a brief detail for the next pages. يعني أو summary أو pageani دابيدي. ده أو page كان دابيدي خوينين أو صدق الرمو إيرا بيدرمو معناتها. What إيرا Let's solve the neutralization reaction in terms of the overall ionic equation, the spectator ions, and the net ionic equation. Okay, let's solve one question. Or the first question, I mean. Aqueous or aqueous solution of HCl and NaOH are mixed. So we have 2 aqueous solutions, HCl and NaOH, are mixed in chemically equivalent quantities. We don't need this until the next chapter. Write the following. First, formula equation. So write the reaction between them. Get HCl plus what? NaOH. Good. This is kind of a double displacement reaction, or this is a neutralization reaction also. Let me tell you how to write the neutralization reaction. Look at this, my dear. Remove all the hydrogens here with all the hydroxides here to form what? H2O. To form what? H2O. So OH plus H, they will become H2O. Plus, now what left? NaCl. 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 Again, I'll repeat this. Try to remove all the hydrogens here and all the hydroxides here in the formation of water molecule. Please be careful. How to write the neutralization reaction? Or before solving this question, let's have some practice. Why not? It's a good idea. What about for a neutralization reaction? دي بابي لەگەڵم بە لەوانەیە کێشت لەو بابەتێک دەگەڕێمەوە ئێرەوە تا دەکەم باشە What about the neutralization reaction and then how to balance the reaction including acid base. Okay? لەگەڵم بە بۆ نمونە HCl plus BaOH by 2. Okay. how to write this reaction. Look, just follow the steps. First one, remove all the hydrogens here with all the hydroxides here. همو HOH كان لادا بيكوا. تيلي بكا لايدا. دبنتي أو دو بيكوا HOH كان كورا جريجنيا أو تسان H هي يك دو سي هرتسان دبي جريجنيا لير تسان OH يك دو. The point is, take all the hydrogens here with all the OH groups here in the formation of what? H2O. Good. Plus. Okay, mister. Now what left? Ba and Cl negative. Okay, what is the charge of Ba? The charge of Ba is +2. How about Cl is -1? Together will become what? BaCl2. Easily. I'm going to repeat this again. Look. Hamu hydrogen can take all the hydrogens of the acid with all the OH groups of the base, no matter if we have them by any number. Okay, combine them to form what? H2O. Then, what left? Cation of the base, anion of the acid in the formation of the salt. But mister, okay, how it possible if we have 2 or 3 hydrogens or OH? Okay, using balance, we can overcome this problem. Kaka balance ما يهشتان. شون balance إذا كي لقلب بنتخوا هاتا مشا. How to balance a neutralization reaction? This is a golden trick. Start from the anion of the salt. Start from the anion of the salt. Always, okay? Yalla. How many chlorides here do we have? 2. But here, it's 1, okay? So, multiply this by 2. Now, chloride is balanced. Always start from what? Anion of the salt. Please, I'm going to repeat this. How to balance the neutralization reaction? Start from the anion of the salt. The anion is 2 here. This is the salt, of course. Of salt, okay, right? Here anion is 2, but here chloride is 1. Multiply this by 2. Then the cation. So the first one, anion. The second one, cation. Okay, Ba is 1 here. Ba is 1. Good? Okay? Anion of the salt, cation of the salt. Then the next step, oxygen of water molecule here. Oxygen. Look, we have 1 oxygen here. But how about here? We have 2 oxygens. So this one must be multiplied by 2. Done. It's balanced. So just like this, you can balance any neutralization reaction. Anion, cation, then oxygen. Anion, cation, then oxygen. Good? Another example. Look at this. H2SO4 plus NaOH. Good. As I told you, remove all the hydrogens here with all the OH groups here together in the formation of what? H2O. Great. Plus, now what left? SO4 here, Na here. Okay, SO4 is -2. Na is +1. Mr. Cation comes first. So the beta C. Na with SO4. Na2SO4. By the way, how to balance this? As I told you, start from the anion. Okay, we have 1 SO4 here, 1 SO4 here. SO4 is balanced. Then the cation, 2 sodium atoms here. Here we have 1 sodium atom. Multiply this by 2. Okay, sodium is balanced. Then oxygen or hydrogen of water molecule. Okay, oxygen or hydrogen of water molecule. Oxygen or hydrogen. Start from anyone, but I think hydrogen is better. Start from the hydrogen. Okay, so we have 2 hydrogens here, right? How many hydrogens? Here we have 2. 1 times 2, 2. In total, we have 4 hydrogens, but in there we have 2 hydrogens. Multiply this by 2. It's balanced also. Okay? neutralization reaction. So let's get back to the previous question. Now, write the formula equation. Okay, we know how to write the formula equation. Then, the formula equation, it must be balanced and the physical states. Physical states, never forget this. Okay, balance. 1 chloride, one chloride, then cation, one sodium, it's balanced, then hydrogen of water, two hydrogens, but here 1, 1, 2. Okay, the reaction is balanced itself. Then physical states, since the reaction is between two compounds, or it's a type of double displacement, so both are aqueous, the reactants. Here, NaCl, sodium containing compounds, are always aqueous. How about water molecule? It's a liquid substance. Okay? Our T-pedalene formula equation. Second step, overall ionic equation. No, I'm gonna repeat this step from the first. لەگەڵم با. I will repeat this step from the first, my dear. لەگەڵم با. This time you must be better. Okay, so HCl plus what? Plus NaOH. To form H with OH, the beta T, H2O, plus what left? NaCl. Great. Then it must be balanced. It's balanced. Then physical states. This is AQ, 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 and this one, water molecule, is a liquid substance. I'm talking about the room temperature, because normally the book is about the room temperature, the standard temperature, which is 25 Celsius degree, 298 Kelvin. Good. The second step, overall ionic equation. In the overall ionic equation, those aqueous compounds that they have, okay, if something is aqueous, it means and it's electrolyte, of course. If it's electrolyte, the bond must be weak. So we will split the ions, or we will separate the ions, we will separate the compound into its ions. So here we will get H plus, look, H plus and Cl negative. Good, but there's a point. If you remember in the first chapter, H does not exist alone because it's very reactive. So it will react with water molecule to form H3O. Good, so you have to convert the hydrogens into H3O. Don't write H alone like this. This is wrong. We have one hydrogen, write one H3O. If we have two hydrogens, write two H3O. Three hydrogens, 3H3O. Okay? So now we have one hydrogen, write one H3O here. And instead of H, write hydronium ion. Okay, plus here, Cl. Good. Negative. They're AQ, of course, plus. Now, destroy this. Na plus AQ plus what? OH negative AQ. Nice. Here NaCl, Na AQ plus Cl negative AQ. Good. Plus. About the water molecule, because we have changed it, we have fluctuated the balance for the sake of changing a proton into the hydronium ion. So look at this, my dear. In the overall ionic equation, water molecules, it takes a new coefficient. However, here it's 1. But in the next step, which is overall ionic equation, the coefficient of water must be changed into what? Look. Stay with me. 1 hydronium plus 1 hydroxide. 1 plus 1, 2. So you'll have 2 water molecules. Okay, by the way, there is something very nice. Okay, number of hydronium must be equal to the number of hydroxide. They must be equal to neutralize each other. If you have them in different numbers, that means you did some mistake. ئاگادار. H3O دەبی نمبرەکانیان چی equal بن. ئەگەنا غەڵەتێک کردی، ئەگەنا بەڕێستان غەڵەتێکتان کردی و لێشی ئاگادار نەبوونە. پاشان ئەو دوانە کۆ دەکەینەوە دەبێتە new coefficient water. Good? Done with this step. It's time for the spectator ions. Hopefully you remember what are the spectator ions. Are ions that they stay throughout the solution before and after the reaction. Look at this. We need something that stays the same before and after the reaction. Look, H3O and OH, they will never become a spectator. Never. H2O also. Look, Cl is the same at both sides. Good. Na is also the same. So Cl and Na are the spectator ions. Cl and Na, they are the spectator ions. So try to remove the spectator ions here. Okay, what left? The net ionic equation, H3O plus OH negative AQ to form two water molecules. I think I have seen this in somewhere. Okay, mister. This is the net ionic equation, right? Yep. This is the net ionic equation. And also, it has another name, neutralization. Neutralization. Look at this. A very nice point. In the neutralization reaction, if the salt is aqueous, if the salt is what? Aqueous. Write this note. أو نوتة بيدالهم. دوياغة توانيت برو بازاري زيرنجران. يكشتو كاوي بقسم. برو بازاري زيرنجران بريد خو أو نوتة نوكنا. أو زير بأوي زيري بأوي زير بينوسو با. شباب من زوزو ميما نوتة. Look. In the neutralization reaction, if the salt is aqueous, if the salt is what? AQ. What? AQ. Now the salt is AQ. Okay. Ions of the salt are the spectator ions. The ions of the salt, they will become the spectator ions. Look, Na and Cl are the spectator ions. And then, without thinking, neutralization will become the net ionic equation. What is the neutralization? Hydronium plus hydroxide to form two water molecules. Easily. Another example. Or I'm going to solve this question with this note. Okay? Yalla, let's solve this question with the note that I said. NaOH. Oh my God. NaOH plus HCl to form NaCl plus by H2O. The physical states AQ liquid. Okay, mister, I remember you say in the neutralization reaction, if the salt is AQ, the ions are the spectator. So the spectator ions are Na plus and Cl negative. And what will be the net ionic equation? This is the net ionic equation. H3O plus OH, one by one, remember, okay? To form two water molecules easily. This is the net, this is the spectator. Okay, if the salt is what? Soluble. ادي اگه salt اگه soluble نبود زهره راست بابیم. زهره اوی تبقى تو تخوام. اوی تبقى اوی كشتي دقين. عشا؟ تمام حياتم؟ دي جانكم. لەگەڵم بە بەردەوام بە دەی وەرە بە ئەو پرسیارەی حەلکەین. ئافەرین. با پرسیارەی حەلکەین دەی. وەرە وەختی تونێ دەلاکەوە. ڕەحمەت لێبی. با ئەو پرسیارەی حەلکەین بزانین ئەو پرسیارە چارێ. ئەوەشان حەل دەکەین بە هەمان ئەو تەریقەی بیدایەت کە باسمان کرد. Aqueous solution or aqueous solutions of CaOH by 2 and HNO3 are combined, are mixed. Write the following points. The formula equation. Mister, remember you said formula equation, it must be balanced and physical states must be included. كره دزانم أو قسم كرديا بس زاري ورا تو فربا زانت صون دنوسي دي CaOH by 2 plus HNO3. يلا بزامنا بيرد ما تصون reaction ما دنوسي Take all the OH groups here with all the hydrogens here together in the formation of H2O. Nice. Plus what? What left? Okay, I have removed all the hydrogens here, all the protons, of course, all the OH groups here with the hydrogen atom here in the formation of H2O. Now, what left? Tell me, what left? Ca and the NO3. They. The charge of Ca is plus 2. NO3 charge is negative 1. CaNO3 by 2. CaNO3 by 2. Good. Then it must be what? Balanced. Start from the anion of the salt. Let me clean up this. CaNO3. Oh my God. CaOH by 2 plus HNO3 to form the salts of CaNO3 by 2 plus H2O. Okay, how to balance this? This is the neutralization reaction. Start from the anion of the salt. Okay, NO3 is 2 here, but here is 1. Multiply this by 2. Good. Then the cation, 1 Ca, 1 Ca. Ca is balanced. Nice. Next one, hydrogen of water molecule. We have 2 hydrogens here, but here, look at this. 2 hydrogens, with 2 hydrogens, 4. So this one must be multiplied by 2. Now it's balanced. Done. Then the physical states. Balanced. It's time for the physical states. AQ. How about this? Okay. Nitrate compounds are always water soluble. Remember? Good. How about water molecule H2O? It's a liquid substance. Then the overall ionic equation. In the overall ionic equation, we will destroy or we will split the aqueous compounds into their ions. Okay, Ca will become Ca plus 2 AQ. Good. And then OH, 2 OH groups here. Because we have 2 OH groups, there must be 2 hydronium ions also. Another point, this is AQ, right? So ions of the salt are the spectator. Net ionic equals to the neutralization. From now on, the spectators are what? Ca plus 2 and the NO3 negative. How about the net? Net equals to H3O plus OH to form 2 water molecules. But let me prove it. اوكي يعني بس بسيارش بو طريقه درجه حل دكم لمودو هم يوادرن راسته وخو بو شوازي حل دك تماشاك بزانا لبروي 2 OH مان هي دبيتسن H3O مان هبي 2 H3O. We have 2 hydrogens, 2 protons, so they will become 2 hydronium ions here. HU plus 2 nitrates. AQ, okay. The product Ca plus 2 AQ plus what? 2 NO3 AQ. Don't you remember? In the overall ionic equation, water molecule, it takes a new coefficient. Look. Tamashaka, let me show you how to do this. 2 plus 2. Tamasha, try to add the coefficients of hydronium and hydroxide to get a new coefficient of water molecule. 2 plus 2, 4. We will have 4 water molecules. Liquid. Good? Now, how about the spectator ions? Okay, this is the first spectator. And the second spectator, spectator, this is the second spectator. Okay. So these are the spectator ions, Ca plus 2 and NO3 negative. Good. تماشا؟ Our spectator ion. يعني أجل salt كمان AQ directly. Don't waste your time. Take the ions of the salt as the spectator ions. But if what? The salt is AQ. If the salt is water soluble. If the salt gets dissolved in water. Look, and now remove the spectators at both sides. What left? The net ionic. Stay with me, let me show you. There's a small extra step here. Now we have 2 OH groups. 2 OH. Let me write in a better way. These are spectators. Now what left? 2 OH plus 2 H3O to form 2 water molecules. No, 4 water molecules, mister. Yeah, 4 water molecules. بابی من ئەو زەمە چوو ڤیدیۆمان لەسەر ئۆکەی بڵێ مستەر هۆگر غەڵەتی کرد ساری کردە 2. This is liquid, okay? Nice. But remember, for the net Hennig equation, if the salt is AQ, لبو نتي اگر saltaka AQ بو, you should take the simplest ratio. Take the simplest ratio always. This one must be 1. Here we need to have 1. Here we need to have 2. So divide this reaction by 2. With the theorem, OH AQ plus H3O AQ beta 2H2O liquid. This is the net Hennig equation as I said initially. Let me show you. The net Hennig equation. Another question. يلا دەی بابی خۆم ئاگادە پرسیارەوی با پرسیارەی باسکەم بزانین چۆن حەل دەبیتن باشە دەی سەیروەیکە the combination of H3PO4 and NaOH. H3PO4 and the NaOH. Nice. The product will be remove the hydrogens and hydroxides in the formation of water molecule. البداية تدرسي قلما بالعكس قلتي هاستم بينك H2O. Good. Now what left? PO4 and Na. The charge of PO4 is -3. Na is +1. Together will become Na3PO4. Now try to balance the reaction. Start from the anion of the salt. 1 PO4, 1 PO4. It's balanced. Start from the cation. We have 3 Na here times 3. Good. Hydrogen of water molecule, 2 hydrogens, but here 3 hydrogens here with 3, 6. This is 6, not this is 6. Okay. So multiply this by 3 to get 6 hydrogens. Okay. Then the physical states AQ, AQ, AQ liquid. Mister. Okay. So the spectators are Na and the PO4 -3. The net Hennig equation is H3O plus OH to get 2 water molecules. AQ, AQ, liquid. Good? For the last time. Acid plus base, which is called neutralization to form salt and water molecule. Okay? If the salt is aqueous, the ions of the salt are the spectators, and net equals to the neutralization. Great. Let's take another another question. Mister, what if the salt is insoluble? If the salt is insoluble, look at this example. H2SO4 plus BaOH by 2. Good. The salt will become BaSO4 plus by H2O. Now, it must be balanced. 1 SO4, 1 SO4, 1 Ba, 1 Ba. Hydrogen of water molecule, 2 hydrogens here, 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens, 4 hydrogens here, but here we have 2, multiply this by 2. Then the physical states AQ, AQ. How about this compound? Sulfate compound is, we can guess their solubilities according to the phrase of Sirke Haji Bapir. What? Sirke Haji Bapir. Okay, Sirke Haji Bapir. So this is solid. Let's have the overall ionic equation. 2 hydroniums plus sulfate plus Ba plus 2. Look at this. We have 2 hydronium, so there must be 2 hydroxide ions also. 2 OH. AQ. How about this? Ba plus 1 SO4 negative? No. This compound is a precipitated, water insoluble. So we cannot dissolve, we cannot split this into the ions. So it stays the same. Plus, water, it takes a new coefficient. Look, 2 plus 2, 4. We have 4 water molecules. Okay, is there any spectator? No, there's no spectator. As I said, hydronium and hydroxide, they will never become the spectator ions because, you know, they will combine to form something new. So they are changed totally. SO4 here is aqueous, here is solid, change it, no, it's not the spectator. Ba is aqueous here, but here Ba is solid, so this is also changed, it's not a spectator. So there is no spectator. No spec, then overall equals to the net ionic equation. So the given step here will become the overall and the net ionic equation at the same time. So now if the salt is aqueous, ions of the salt will become the spectator and net ionic will be the neutralization. But if the salt is insoluble, there will be no spectator. Overall equals to the net ionic equation. So let's get back to this page. Here. Hey, get back, please. Please. Out. Look at this. Acid plus base to form salt. If the salt is aqueous, ions of the salt are the spectator ions. And this one is the net ionic equation, which is also called neutralization. But if the salt is solid, then there is no spectator. Net ionic and overall, they are the same. Okay? إن شاء الله درسي دابي بابەتەتان لۆ تاوا دەکەم و دیارە قسمت نەبووە ڕۆ چاپتەری دوم تاواکەین تۆ چاوەڕێ بن إن شاء الله درسي دابي بابەتی نیوترالایزیشن و یەک شتی گیسکەش دەبینێویش تاوا دەکەین و إن شاء الله کۆتایی بۆ چاپتەری دێنین هیوادارم سوودتان لێ بینیوی بعد پێشەوەی بڕۆم وەکو پێم وتن تکایە ورەتان دانە بەزی پۆلی دوازدەنە بە هەموو ژیانت بەس ئەو چەند مانگەی بۆ شێوازەی مادی دەبی بەزام شتەکە نوێ هەز بە بێزاری دەکەی ئەو هاوێنی دەرسی دەخوێنی زستان دێ دەخوێنی هاوێنی دابە شەر دەخوێنی بەڵام چاوەڕێی دەکەی ینی بەرهەمی مادیبوونی شیر نەشتە چی بەڕاستی ینی ئەچوو دوو هەڵبژارن لە پێشان یان ئەوە تەیە چەند مانگە خۆمادی دەکەی بە هەموو تەمەنت لەو تەرەفەوە بە مرتاحی دەژی یان جۆتێ ئەو چەند مانگەی بە فشە بەڕێ دەکەی یاخود با بڵێن ئیهمالی دەنوێنی بەڵام بە هەموو تەمەنت پەشیمانی دەنوێنی لی ئەوجە هەڵی بژێرە لە خۆت کامەیان هەڵدەبژێری ئینسانی عاقڵ چەند مانگەکی کەم بە کاتەشی دوورودیرەش ناگۆڕیتەوە باشە سۆ ئەو چەند مانگەی خۆت مادیکە با مرتەحبی ئۆکەی ئینشاءڵڵا سەرکەوتن هەر لە بۆنگۆ دەبی تاوانی داهاتوو خواتان دەسپێرم خواتان نەکەن